Coast Show is a yearly event that takes place nearby Surfers Paradise, featuring food, live entertainment, animals, games, rides, and some pretty cursed stuff as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. YumYum's Trip Report, sharing my travels and adventures to exciting destinations and events with you. This year we arrived at the Gold Coast show at about 2 PM. We parked across the road at Australia Fair, walked across the road to the main showgrounds, and it was very busy. It was a really great atmosphere and it was a nice sunny day. Everyone seemed to be excited and having fun. First we went down to where the live music was playing and it was a really energetic band. They were having a lot of fun and they didn't take themselves too seriously. They played some really great music and there were a couple of members of the audience having a great time. It had a really nice vibe and the band was super cool. In this area you can find a lot of food stands and show bags. Nearby there's also an area where you can ride camels, which is pretty cool. It is a little bit unusual to see camels out here on the beach in Australia. Would you ever ride a camel? Let me know in the comments. We had a little stroll down to the furthest end of the showgrounds where the animals were, and it was a really nice walk. It's such a cool location for the Gold Coast show because it's right by the water. You get some amazing views. There's a boardwalk where you can see a view of SeaWorld across the water, which is really cool. And you also get an amazing view of the Surfers Paradise skyline, as well as the other end of the showgrounds where all the rides take place. It's really great if you're into photography or videography. Once it got dark, we made our way down to the ride area of the showgrounds, which was really busy and had a really cool atmosphere. It's really nice with all the lights and sounds and kinetic energy with all the rides. The fireworks were going off, which were really cool. It was a great firework display. It's pretty easy to see them from wherever you are. You don't have to find the greatest spot, but it is nice to find somewhere nearby the water. There's also a big hill area where lots of people sit. The ride area was extremely busy. It's basically gridlock in some areas, and it can be very difficult to get around. I wouldn't recommend it if you've got young kids or older guests with you. It's a bit hard to walk around and can be very tight and a little bit uncomfortable. It is a lot of fun to take pictures and videos of all the rides. They had some iconic attractions here such as the Beast, the Ferris wheel, a couple of haunted house attractions, which I'm a big fan of. I love anything spooky, so it's really cool to see these kinds of things. This part of the showgrounds is where you start to see some of the cursed stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff at these fairgrounds, a lot of strange, cheap animatronics and displays and very odd prizes on some of the games. A lot of Disney knockoff things as well, which is always really funny to see, as well as other recognizable IPs, like these weird clown game display things. You had the Pink Panther, Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, and some kind of rabbit. I'm not really sure what the rabbit was meant to be. This is the stuff to give you nightmares. Very disturbing, cursed imagery, but it made me laugh a lot. There was also a weird Tweety Pie drawing on the side of an ice cream truck, and Yoda was on the side of one of the rides. I'm not really sure why. We also saw thick Spider-Man, Shrek, and cursed Winnie the Pooh. In fact, there were lots of thick Spider-Men stacked on each other. Spider-Man seemed to be a big hit this year. I saw a lot of people walking around wearing Spider-Man masks and carrying the thick Spider-Man toys. My favorite cursed thing from the Gold Coast show would have to be the gorilla outside the front of the ghost train attraction. This was like the orangutan from Jane's Rivertown Restaurant's cursed cousin. I didn't get on any of the rides this year. We only had a little bit of time. We had to get home. We were mainly just having a look around and filming a little bit of the show, but I had a great time, and it's always fun to go somewhere that has so much kinetic energy and movement and energy. It definitely seems like a younger crowd, like teenagers and kids, and can feel a little bit rowdy sometimes. I'm not crazy about being stuck in tight spaces and feeling claustrophobic, so I wasn't crazy about how busy it was and how difficult it was to move around. You kind of get gridlocked in the flow of traffic, and it's not the most enjoyable place to walk around, especially towards the end of the ride area where it gets really packed. I think they could definitely use with some better throughput and maybe some additional paths for people to walk around. That brings me to the end of this episode of Mr. YumYum's trip report to the Gold Coast show for 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more. And before we finish, I'd like to wrap things up by giving a very special thank you to the members and sponsors of Team YumYum for supporting my content. Thank you so much everyone for your very kind and generous support. It really means a lot to me that you enjoy my videos enough to support the channel in this way, and it helps me cover a lot of the costs associated with running the channel as well, which is a huge help, so I really appreciate it and I can't thank you enough. A big thank you to the members: Randall, Maloney's Coasters, Kai on the Internet, Oogie Boogie, Theme Park Ogre, Jordan Casey, Johnny Boy 175, The Downey Cat, Carrie Jekin, Movies Like Everyone, and Mika. Thank you very much. And a very special thank you to the Team YumYum sponsors: Koala75, Audrey Allen, Senpai's JP Blue Dog, Senpai's JP Red Dog, Wayne Hewitt, Lee Donald, SW Stevie 1, and The Kez. Thank you so much again everyone for your very kind and generous support, and for anyone who would like to become a member or a sponsor of Team YumYum, you're more than welcome to do so. This will give you access to new videos early. You'll also get a special shout out and thanks at the end of my videos, some emojis to use in the comments, a sticker next to your username, and last but not least, you'll also get a custom illustrated character hand-drawn by me to suit your very needs and requirements. And as an additional way to support the channel, I also have the Team YumYum sponsorship available, which will give you access to all the perks of the membership, but as an additional perk, I will also animate your character doing a little dance which will appear on screen, which will be super fun, super cool, and super cute. But if you're not in a position to support the channel in this way, you're more than welcome to leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.